If you read the title, you might be wondering what roleplay integration is. Well, it is something many people are unfamiliar with. Roleplay integration happens when a game encourages you to roleplay, generally through some benefit to you. Generally, this would be something like getting advantage or a plus one on a roll for roleplaying. However, roleplay does not only exist at a table. Games often will use the concept of roleplay integration to help draw you into the game. Visual novels and dating sims are the most extreme example of this. Tabletop often uses this concept of roleplay integration, but much of the time it is indirect. Of course, we are ignoring games focused on roleplay in this instance. The reason I call it indirect is because they often encourage roleplay but gave no mechanical benefit of draw. Backgrounds in D&D are a good example of this. If a player is interested in role-playing, they will use it as part of their character, but there's almost no mechanical reason to choose one over another. This is mostly because of the design of backgrounds often try and solve a niche issue, from housing to free passage on a boat. I've almost never seen a background feature used. I rarely have found a use for a background feature more than once a campaign at most. So, you might be wondering, how do I add more roleplay integration to my game? Well, unfortunately, I don't know how to solve for all games because different players requires different amount of push to roleplay. Integration helps push roleplay forward. It is not trying to make people roleplay. When you're forced, it can take the natural feeling out of roleplay. That's why roleplay integration can be so scary, because as soon as you say, if you roleplay, you gain a plus one to your next roll, it will cause people to force roleplay and do what we like to refer to as, quote unquote, nothing roleplay. If your players want to make sure they're not missing out, they will do whatever they can to gain as much power as possible. Often players, even those who are not power gamers, feel if they missed out if they are not role playing for every role. As you can see, roleplay integration is not as simple as it seems. There's a lot that you have to keep in mind to create the optimal experience for players and GMs. As much as I say that it is important, I recognize it's not an easy solution.